What's up everybody and welcome to another live stream here from Zal from Triple Z Game Forum. Here I am today playing Final Fantasy 15 and we're about to do some post-game story monster hunting. I have a hunt here that we will be embarking on. Feathered Giant of the Firesmoke. And that's seems to be deep within this dungeon here, so it'll be fun. I think my guys are ready for it. It's a level 67 quest. I'm level 70. I think that's I think that should be enough. Yeah, should be sufficient. Just setting up some stuff here for the stream while we get ready. Have you guys heard of something crazy coming up in Final Fantasy that I think needs more attention than it's been getting? They are apparently working on one of the DLCs is going to give you character creation, and that's pretty crazy. That's pretty huge. We're gonna have the ability to make custom characters in Final Fantasy 15 for a DLC that I guess are going to introduce multiplayer in. I'm really excited for it. If they introduce multiplayer into this game, I think that's gonna be really interesting. I'm excited to see how they manage to do it. Let's call our Chocobo here real quick. Yeah.
Easy now.
I'm excited to see how they manage to pull off multiplayer. You can't jump over that rock. Especially with a game like this. Like, the game engine is absolutely like impressive as hell. This entire game is one of the best games that I've ever played. And to see them, okay, I have to go around and go over there. Alright, just have to double check. I actually haven't played in a minute, but yeah, to see that they're trying to implement something as crazy as multiplayer into this game, that would be cool. Because I mean, this is the first, to be honest, this is the first Final Fantasy game that I've played and finished from beginning to end, and as far as I know, no other Final Fantasy game has really had local co-op like for your party. So the point is, they're gonna let you, I guess, party up together and possibly take on dungeons, bosses, whatever hunts, events that they might have for you at that point. That still hasn't been detailed, but yeah, character creation looks like a certainty in this game, and I'm pretty excited to see the prospects of it. Especially with such a beautiful looking engine. Like, I want to see like how much freedom they really give the players when they're making their character. So how the hell do I get up to that point? It's not even up there. Where am I even trying to go?
Can't forget the skewers we had in Lestalin.
Ah, yes. We must return for more.
What? I didn't think you were into street food.
Tasty, cheap, convenient. What's not to like?
Exactly. Tasty, cheap, convenient. Exactly. Those are the best three things you can find in food. Especially all together. Yeah. Definitely want to go for that. But yeah, the first DLC that's gonna come out, though, the first 3 DLCs that are gonna come out for this game have been confirmed as the 3-episode DLCs with each of your teammates. So you'll get to play first DLC as Gladius, and I think the second one.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. The second one is going to be, I think, Ignis, and then Prompto. I don't remember exactly. Ooh, this is the dungeon entrance. Alright, dungeon entrance. Let's go. I don't remember if the second one's gonna be Ignis or Prompto, but whichever one, you get what I'm saying. I wonder if they've forgotten about that announced VR experience that they were going to do for Final Fantasy 15, because they did announce and show, I guess you could call it early gameplay. They showed some early gameplay for it at E3 this last year. Ooh. So we are in the dungeon here.
Dance now! The hunt is on.
Alright.
No mercy.
Okay, so this dungeon is a low level dungeon, but this is gonna be a
Let's
tough
go.
quest because it's a level 67 quest. And Noctis obviously is my highest character and he's only 70. So not too much higher, but still high enough to where I'll probably do a good decent amount of damage. Alright. So wish I didn't have to walk so much. Nah, just kidding. That's the best part about open world games. Come on. Let's go. Ooh, come here.
Watch this. Claudio,
I got it.
we're on the same
Ooh.
page.
Yeah.
Smashed. Alright.
Huh.
I have quite a bit of XP accumulated.
No wonder you're a nice guy.
Must say I'm amazed.
What can I say? Nothing to it.
Alright. Oh, yeah, yeah, this is where you come back down from going up there. This is the way you come back. Because you can't go up this way. What's this item, though? Alright. But I'm pretty excited for the DLCs coming up, especially where you get to play, you know, especially because you get to play the different characters. I'm excited to see what kind of movesets they give them, if they're gonna change it up, like if it's gonna feel different to playing Noctis, because it could just be, you know, it could just feel the same way, but with like a different looking character and different weapons, maybe, because you do get to use the same weapons as them. Or if it's going to feel different, like one example I can think of that I've experienced with something similar to this is with Metal Gear Rising. Had a DLC that let you play as not the main character Raiden, but his main antagonist throughout the game, Jetstream Sam, who is also another ooh, sneaky, who's also another cyborg samurai who's, you know, has a high frequency blade and basically is like evil Raiden. Well, you know, kind of evil. Like he seems like he's not inherently evil as you play the game. He just kind of like is doing what he has to. And then the fight you do have with him is pretty cool. But there's a DLC where you get to play as him as the main character, and it lasts like, it's not a long DLC. It's a good few hours. You know, it's only, oh, it's actually free, completely free, and it doesn't even, you know, no money for any of the DLCs for that game. So that's amazing. More games should do that. But playing him feels like playing a completely different character than playing Raiden, even though they both pretty much do the same thing. They have a sword and they twirl around and they cut you to pieces with it before you could blink. But it was unique enough, different enough that it felt like you were playing a different character, playing almost a different game completely, which I applaud Platinum Games for being able to achieve that and still making the DLC free. Because I would have honestly paid money for it, not even gonna lie. I've paid money for shittier DLCs before, obviously not knowing they were shitty, but you know, life happens. Yeah, these dungeon designs are absolutely crazy. There is one dungeon that I just found out about actually that I completely missed in the main story, and I need to, it's a secret dungeon. I apparently need to find a specific way to get to it. It's around this area. Well, not here, but like it's around this zone of the map here, up in, oh well, I can't even zoom out of here. I forgot, can't even zoom out to show you, but I'll show you once I'm out which one I'm talking about. Maybe someone in the comments will know how to get there specifically. Maybe help me out. But it looked insane. I saw someone playing through some of the dungeon online and it looked completely crazy. I thought he had modded the game from how different that dungeon looked from all the other dungeons. Just like the design of it and the way you had to traverse the dungeon just seemed like something
Onward.
not like everything else in this game, which I liked. I like when games do that, you know, kind of challenge you and like pull the rug from under you and throw you into different kind of gameplay, but still like familiar enough to where you don't completely lose your place. Like how people, which an example for this in this game that isn't a secret would be Chapter 13. People are either like, you either love Chapter 13 or you hate it. You know, I think there can be a middle ground, and I like Chapter 13. I like Chapter 13 a lot. Ooh.
Just do whatever.
Just do whatever. Just do whatever, guys.
Stay alert.
Ooh. Come here.
Well, here we are.
Want some?
Nice. So Chapter 13 is the one where you have to sneak around the compound, and you have, not to spoil too much, you don't have the same advantages that you did the rest of the game, and it kind of throws you into a desperate situation where you have to think on your feet and use limited tools and weapons and play differently. You know, you had to play the game, you know, significantly differently than you had to the rest of the game, and it wasn't impossible. I went through it with minimal problems. It wasn't something that was poorly designed. It wasn't something that, you know, I think it wasn't something that was poorly designed. It wasn't something that was atrocious or terrible like people made it sound. Oh shit, we are about to die. Fire bad. It was just different. It was just something completely different from the rest of the game, and I honestly thought it was a nice, fresh, you know, nice breath of fresh air, you know, something to shake things up and kind of, and I think the way that they designed it made it feel like you really were in a shitty situation, like made you feel the gravity of like how badly things have turned out in the game. You know, you got to really experience that through the gameplay shifts, and that's something that Hideo Kojima liked to do a lot too with his games. Like the parts where you are being tortured as a Solid Snake, and you know, the various games where he gets tortured, you have to press a button rapidly, like super fast, and like you know, to prevent the bar from filling up, and it just gets exceedingly harder and harder to keep the bar from filling up, and you have to press harder, and you know, kind of like makes you, you know, it's like physically tasking in real life, which kind of helps you like connect with Snake and feel his physical pain. And there's obviously that hallway from the fourth game that is just excruciating.
Outstanding.
We'll talk after this fight.
Here I am.
But yeah, there's that hallway
Bring on the next one.
in MGS4 that's as excruciating for you in real life as it is for Snake. Well, probably not as much, but you feel a fraction of his pain as he goes through the microwave hallway, as you have to keep jamming the button, like keep tapping it super fast the whole time. And Hideo Kojima liked to do that to kind of convey to you, like make you feel the sense of urgency, and like kind of help the player get more engrossed in the game, get more immersed is a word that people like to throw around a lot. But that's immersive gameplay. Like, people want to talk about VR being immersive or this or that, you know, like, no, that's not immersion. Just because it's in my face doesn't mean it's immersive. The game that I feel the gravity of the situation and feel like, you know, I could feel the struggles of the player, at least a fraction of it, like the struggles of the character I'm playing. Like that's engrossing and immersive gameplay, and I commend Square Enix for taking a risk like that. They even talked about it. They said, we completely intended that part of the game to be that way. We just didn't expect people not to like it that way, because it was such a shift, such a paradigm shift from the rest of the game. People were kind of thrown off guard, you know, like caught off guard. It just threw them off. But I commend them for it. I think they should stick to it, and if they were to tune it or whatever they said that they were going to do in a future patch, I hope they don't change it too much to where it doesn't feel like you're in a bad situation anymore, because it really does keep you on your feet. And like, I was glued to the screen the whole chapter. Like, that was one of the most engrossing chapters in the whole game, and you know, I think they did a wonderful job. I'm really happy with what they did with it. Alright, Noctis, you can climb faster than that. Let's go, buddy. Come on, you can do it. We're almost there. Ooh, it's already nighttime. This game has gorgeous skyboxes, by the way. Just look at all those stars. Look at Noctis. His hair, I read an article about the graphics in this game. His hair, like the character's hair, have more polygons than the entire model of the character from Final Fantasy 13, the main character Lightning, which I'm not even surprised by. It's an entire generation difference. And I'm glad they were actually scrapped Versus 13 and just said, fuck it, let's make Final Fantasy 15 and put it on the new console and really take our time and really make it how we wanted it to be. Like, the gameplay mechanics, as weird as they can be sometimes and like feel a little sluggish or sloppy, like, you know, when action gets really crazy. Like, I'm not really talking about the fighting gameplay. The fighting gameplay is perfect. It's mainly the camera that kind of fucks up from time to time, but fighting mechanics feel smooth. They feel fine to me. I'm used to playing games that are fast paced, like really twitch reactions, and should I camp? Nah, I'll save my XP. Like twitch reaction gameplay, and this game is kind of like a weird mix of both, because like you can still like you can be slow and like the game will still have like enough room to forgive you, like with the whole like holding of the square button to automatically dodge stuff. But if you want to play it normally, like a normal like game where you press a button and then immediately dodge, you don't have to play it safe by already holding it. Like, you don't want the game to hold your hand, you want to time it right. You know, the game still lets you do that. Like, the gameplay is very dynamic. It's suiting to all kinds of different gameplay styles and all kinds of different preferences. And yeah, when it does get messy with the camera after once in a while, but
Looks like he lost his marbles.
ooh. Oh, I was confused. I was like, what? Oh yeah. Ah! Stop devouring me. That goddamn confusion debuff. There we go.
None the worse for
This game is just gorgeous. This game just looks so good. I'm really happy they took their time and really fleshed it out like this, even if it still was released a few months too early.
These are not the type of bad guys I like to fight.
What type do you like to fight?
None. Now that you mention it.
Oh. No. Damn it.
One shot. I'm fine.
Stop making me change my weapons. I can't even.
Felt a bit touched is all. Looks like he lost his marbles.
Whew. Alright. We're almost to the beast. We are descending upon him. Oop. Where are you? I'm gonna fuck with your eggs. And make an omelet. Make a giant omelet. That'd be the biggest omelet ever. It'd be so tasty. Oh.
There it is! Giant bird! And it's
Oh
coming
shit!
right at us!
Get away from there!
Let go! I can't!
Get down! Seems we arrived at
We're not
feeding
staying
time.
for the meal, are we?
And it's circling for another pack.
Oh
We might not
shit!
have a choice.
Looks like it's either him or us.
Oh shit! Prompto, freak the fuck out. Relax, boy. Oh crap. He looks majestic. I wish it was daytime. Gosh darn it.
All kidding aside, this could be bad.
So we'll just stay out of it.
That's cool. Let's go.
All kidding aside, I hate you.
Oh shit. And then here we go.
Well, here we are.
Watch yourself, Nock.
That's a big ass bird. Oh my god. Ha, Ignis. Get your ass up. Wow. Ooh, wow, this bird is dangerous.
Prompto's in trouble.
I know, he's always in trouble. Prompto's always dying. Come on, Prompto.
Okay.
Ooh. His leg stomp does so much damage. God damn it. I use all my items by the end of this fight.
Glad
Just gotta stay away from his feet. Oh shit. Uh-oh. I don't like this. What are you doing, dude? Ooh, hold up. Let me equip some magic. Let's see. I feel like this bird would be weak to fire. Plus, why not? Ooh, epic. Well, that's a good strategy because I'll definitely have to deal a lot of damage. Oh, it's down.
Showtime!
Oh shit, Prompto's already dead. God damn it, get the hell up, man. Let's give myself a... Ooh.
To succeed, we need all to be present.
Do it.
Come on, man. Hit him with your big attack.
No quarter.
Nice work, Gladio.
No mercy.
Come on. Have we dealt the damage yet? No? No.
We're in the home stretch.
Ah! Ooh, can I use my...
You're done for.
Want some?
Armadillo chain? Oh, come on. Oh. What happened to my armadillo chain? Oh, it just did a bunch of damage. Alright. Yeah, big birdie down.
Impressive. That's it.
What's what?
I've
Oh,
come up with a new recipe.
it's gonna make me a sandwich from
Can't
its
wait
guts.
to try it.
No recipe. Zoo tender. Where is its beak? Damn, this is a crazy monster. I can't. I'm just trying to. Nope. Alright, let me get out of here before I get myself stuck in its body. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.